Destination selected. Have a pleasant journey and a fantastic day. You're here. Thank you for choosing all water tubes.
Okay, what have we got here?
Destination determined. Now, relax with all water. Thank you for traveling with all water.
Ciao, Chris.
Ciao, Harold. What's that you've got there? Ooh, is it for me?
Well, yes, actually. It's something old, but hopefully you'll still enjoy it.
How mysterious. Well, hand it over. Let's see what the mystic ways of fate have brought me.
Chris, it was a pleasure to speak to you about spirituality, cosmic oneness, the relationship between religion and science. And also, I must thank you for your workout tips. I am already seeing measurable improvements in my grip strength and latissimus dorsi definition. I agree that it would be a shame to let matters such as this go by the wayside, despite our community's scientific mission and focus. So as promised, please find attached a number of clippings and notes that will hopefully aid you in your search for understanding and a new signature look. Science spiritually yours.
From Lecture on Cosmology and Religion by legendary cosmologist Marty Rees. The church is part of my culture, the rituals, the music, the community, and the compassion. And if I had grown up somewhere else, I would have gone to a mosque or a synagogue for the same things probably. It seems to me that people who attack religion don't really understand it. Of course, bad people do bad things in a good religion's name, but they would do bad things under any name. Science and religion can coexist peacefully, although I don't think they have much to say to each other.
From the esoteric research article by the anonymous self-confessed mystic stylist, the relationship between both style and spirituality is not often explored, much to the detriment of both spiritual enlightenment and personal beauty. Many monastic devotees, for example, who shave off their hair, claiming minimalism and humility as a way of removing barriers to spiritual growth. But why do we associate Jesus with his flowing locks? Looking glam is surely in no way an impediment to feeling glam. The ultimate glam of the universe, the glam that connects us all.
Fantastic. This is great stuff. I always wonder why she never followed up.
So, they're all clippings about finding enlightenment? Were you looking for a religion to follow at the time?
Well, not a religion per se, but something that would help explain my feeling that there were things science couldn't explain or express. I'm still, and will always be looking, I suppose. So this is great inspiration. Thanks so much for bringing it back to me, Harold.
No problem.
Oh, and, not that it's important, but how did you come by this?
I was helping Buddy with some old mail that had got stuck in the all-water system. Thank him for looking after it all this time.
Ah, Buddy. Such a true soul. Anyway, I'm going to meditate on this. Thanks again, Harold.
Location nominated. Journey commencing. All water thanking you. We know you enjoyed traveling with all water. You're welcome.
Okay, what have we got here?
All water. Moving people every day. All water. We get you where you're going. All water compliments you on your choice of destination. Unsatisfactory journey for some reason? Just contact your nearest and all water will make it up to you.
Major, I have a letter for you.
Why do you have a letter for me?
I'm helping Buddy. There were some letters that... it's complicated. He couldn't deliver them, though, so here I am.
Seems most unorthodox, and I might add, faintly suspicious. Harold, you're not...
Major, this is above board. Just read it. Here you go.
Dear Major Sandstorm, I really want to be like you when I growed up. I think you look very strong when you walk around, and I know you keep everyone on the Fedora safe by punishing anyone being naughty. I want to do that too. I have a little brother who's very naughty, and I try to punish him to keep the Fedora safe. I also like your uniform. It is very smart. Please let me know when I can be your deputy major. Over and out, Jew Main Hunter.
Respect for authority. No desire to give preferential treatment to his unruly sibling. I wonder what became of young Jermaine. I could certainly use someone of his attitude around here. Perhaps not all kids these days, or well, those days, are as misguided as young Felix.
It must be different growing up on the Fedora now, though, Major. Being a bit unruly doesn't mean their intentions are bad, right?
I suppose there's a kernel of truth to what you say. Not that it excuses breaking the rules, but you've given me an idea. Perhaps I could teach people why I'm strict about the rules. Maybe tell them about what it was like when I wasn't. Thanks for this, Harold. Be good, and be seeing you.
In sight of the world, they are heavy with this. The sea, thrown up.
Bridget, good news. I spoke to Rafi, and they're happy to help, more or less.
Oh, great! I knew we could rely on that silver tongue of yours.
Well, it was touch and go for a while. But they should be working on it right now.
Good work, Harold.
Oh, and Mareaux gave me this probe.
Ah, lovely. She mentioned she'd be working on it. As soon as we've got everything up and running here, we can let it down. Leave it with me.
Travel in style with all water. You've arrived. Have you checked your pockets before leaving? Destination chosen. We hope you enjoy your all-water tube system journey. You have arrived. Please exit the tube in an orderly manner. We hope you travel with us again soon.
my boy. Come here.
How's it going, Slippy?
Good, good. I'm nearly done.
And it's looking great. Say, have you seen an adapter lying around?
Harold, I'm sorry, but does it look like I have time to be looking for adapters?
I suppose not.
In fact, I could do with some help.
Oh?
I need to finish hooking up these tubes for some tests.
Right.
So, are you going to help me or just stand and watch me suffer?
Sorry, sure, I'll help.
Great. We need to connect both the tubes at the same time, okay? Well, good job. Thanks, Harold. Glad to see I'm not totally in this alone.
No problem, Slippy. Good luck with it all.
Oh, and can you keep this little episode between you and me? I don't want Madam CEO breathing over my shoulder thinking I need help, okay?
Welcome. Gentle disinfectant. Close your eyes.
Destination decided. Enjoy the view. You may now exit the tube. Thank you on behalf of the All-Water Corporation for choosing to travel with us today.
Okay, what have we got here?
Dear Harold, me again. Always when you least expect it, right? Well done for delivering all the letters. Very diligent. I'm not surprised, though. I always saw something in you. Similar to me. An inability to leave things undone when you know doing them will make someone happier. You might not be Chris's personal best in the station jog, but you'll always be a buddy champion to me, pal. And maybe you feel like you understand people a bit better now. You learn a lot about people doing this job. Well, I did at least. I mean, I spent pretty much my whole life doing it, and I don't regret a thing. I hope you did anyway. I sensed that someone like you, who chose to spend their time reading old letters with an old geezer like me, probably felt like they had a bit of a tough time connecting with people. But I'm glad you did. Like I told you before, learning about people is a kind of adventure, a way of exploring lots of little worlds that exist within the Fedora. And it's my belief that even if one of those little worlds looks barren and uninhabitable from the outside, usually when you make contact with it, even if you have to chip away at the surface a bit, or wait patiently for a while, you'll find plenty of life and laughter there. And you learn that life is just like a letter. It can change someone's life, but even the best ones can get a bit lost and need some help reaching their destination sometimes. And when a letter gets delivered, sometimes it's kept around on a bedside table, or it becomes a coffee coaster or a paper aeroplane. The message becomes a smile, a laugh, a scowl, a memory. And the physical form transforms into something else. Like me, I suppose. Anyway, don't feel you have to hold on to this letter. It's the message that counts. And unless you really love my workout video, this will be the last time you hear from me. It was a pleasure, Harold. Buddy. Oh, P.S. If you do decide to keep hold of this letter, maybe make it into a paper aeroplane and make Chris race against it. I'd love to beat him one more time.
Destination selected. Have a pleasant journey and a fantastic day. You're here. Thank you for choosing all water tubes.
Chris, you got a minute?
Oh, hola! What's up, Harold?
This is gonna sound a little weird, but Buddy has challenged you to one last race.
What? Harold, come on. What are you saying?
Look at the end of this letter he wrote me.
Oh, yeah. How could I refuse? Fold him up and let's have one final station jog.
Good job, Chris. You nearly had him there.
I gave him a real challenge, eh?
You okay?
Yeah. Thanks, Harold. I mean, really.
Same to you, Chris. That was very entertaining to watch.
Buddy, making us both smile even now.
Destination determined. Now, relax with all water. Thank you for traveling with all water.
Hey, Cyrus.
What's up, Harold?
Hello? Filter Frankie? Are you there? It's me, Harold.
I know who you are. We're the same, you and I.
We are?
Yes. Drawn to the dark, the damp, where the outside world can leak into this place we call home.
Who?
And we both love digging around in filters. Hey, Harold.
Tommy. But...
I know, but... You know what people would say if they knew what I did down here?
I guess, but...
They'd say, oh, that Tommy, what does he get from digging around in those filters when he could be minding his shop like a normal shop guy?
I'm not sure they'd say those exact words.
Anyway, I was torn, pal. Didn't want to cause you any moral dilemmas. But I'm always telling Bridget what a hoarder she is, like she said in our little argument in front of you. So when I realized how important that adapter thing was, I combed through the rubbish filters and found it.
Oh, I see. So you didn't want to admit to her it was kind of your fault. But then, why not just give me the adapter as Tommy?
I thought about it, but Filter Frankie can get lonely, you know? And then I realized who better to share his secret than you, a fellow filter aficionado.
I'm honored. You've kept his identity secret for so long.
But it got quite tiring, sneaking around, acting shocked at the rumors. There were a few times you nearly discovered me even. Still, our little secret, eh? Filter Frankie technically operates in the shady side of the law.
Tommy, Frankie, your secret is safe with me.
You're a good lad, Harold. Filter Frankie remembers his friends. Here's the adapter. Just don't tell Bridget where you really found it, huh?
Thanks, Frankie. Tommy, I won't. See you around.
Location nominated. Journey commencing. All water thanking you. We know you enjoyed traveling with all water. You're welcome. All water. Moving people every day. All water. We get you where you're going.
Got the adapter for you, Bridget.
Ah, Harold, you found it. You see what a can-do attitude can do? So, where was it in the end?
Oh, just kind of lying around.
Lying around, eh? Come on, tell me. My organizational pride depends on it.
Well, actually, I found it in the energy harvest. It had fallen down the back of a desk.
I don't remember packing up around there. Are you sure? Oh, great, the computer is all booted up. Finally, I can get going. You're a star.
No worries.
Et voila! Now we're cooking with gas.
Great, so what's next?
We can let the probe down. Harold, just think what wonders await us down there. What new marvels of alien life and power.
Power?
Did I say power? I meant, energy. Power, juice, gas, zoom zoom, pep, get up and...
Okay, I see. Yeah, I hope we find something that can help with the troubles we're having.
We'll soon see. Or the probe will. I feel like we should give it a name. This could be a momentous occasion, so the probe should have a momentous name.
Harold Proberbut.
Okay, you... Really? No, it's fine. That sounds lovely.
Is there anything else I can do?
Nope. It's gonna take a while to gather enough data for a better picture. Tell you what, though, I imagine Cyrus wouldn't say no to a bit of company. Poor guy is really struggling, I think.
Okay, maybe I'll drop in on him. Bye, Bridget.
All water compliments you on your choice of destination. Unsatisfactory journey for some reason? Just contact your nearest... and all water will make it up to you. Travel in style with all water. You've arrived. Have you checked your pockets before leaving?
Oh, Sai, what's up?
I'm trying everything I can think of, but for weeks, the answer has eluded me.
The answer to...
What's wrong with my simulation, and what's throwing off the calculations? It's like going around in circles, because my formulae somehow can't reconcile the timings of each step, and without the proper timing, sploosh.
You've got this, Sai. If it was easy, it'd me they'd got to figure it out, not you. Look, I know I'm not an expert, but sometimes you just need an extra set of eyes.
Maybe you're right. I'm out of options at this point.
You've got the Herald option. Now, where should we start? Hello, Professor. Any chance there's been some news?
Harold, come here.
Did you find something down there?
Oh, yes. We found particles, non-normative with fascinating variegation of valency and all sorts. Thing is, deeper you go, denser the particles get, and with enough density, something starts to warp the video feed and probe data recording.
Oh, their combined energy gets strong enough to mess with the sensors.
Precisely. We can only see past a certain point by measuring the velocity of the energy spikes, but it doesn't tell us much.
What does it tell us?
Get this. The particles lower down in their original individual form before they interact and bond are utterly unlike anything we've seen before. And when looked at as a group, they resemble the particle structure of pollen.
Oh, Cyrus will be pleased.
Yes, you're right, actually. Cyrus might be just the right man for the job.
He's always been good with flower stuff. Also, do you think he maybe needs a bit of a change of scenery?
Perhaps a change would be as good as a rest for him. A rest he can't have, I must add.
So, did we find anything else down there?
Harold, what's gotten into you? Not like you to be so interested in my scientific observations.
Well, this stuff seems real.
Well, since you ask, it seems as though the atmosphere down there contains a number of elements that we've never encountered.
Alien elements?
Well, yes. From what I can tell, they wouldn't kill you, but there's no telling what other effects they'd have on human physiology or neurology.
Is it weird that I want to try some?
Yes, very odd. Anyway, we must all get together again near the crack to discuss next steps. Go on, boy. I'll see you shortly.
Destination chosen. We hope you enjoy your all-water tube system journey. You have arrived. Please exit the tube in an orderly manner. We hope you travel with us again soon. Destination decided. Enjoy the view. You may now exit the tube. Thank you on behalf of the All-Water Corporation for choosing to travel with us today.
Thanks for coming, everyone. We've much to discuss.
Yes, much. And plans must be made. We've got to do this by the book, measure everything. The calculations must be exact.
I mean, sure, but isn't time of the essence? We'll never get anything done unless we just start and see what happens.
If you let me just...
Oh, Cyrus. Always with the, if you let me just.
Well, maybe if you ever did let me...
I was just thinking, if these particles really are alien, then we won't be able to properly measure everything anyway, right? And
if these particles really are alien, like you say, Professor, then we're never going to be able to properly measure everything anyway.
Yeah.
But if we don't make sure we've measured what we can...
Don't let can be the enemy of is.
What? That isn't how the saying goes. Anyway, look, let's start again. Evaluate our first principles. We think the particles will be the solution to our energy issue. The books were a dead end, sadly. Little more than some poetic interpretations.
Jeanne, did the probe data reveal anything new?
I'll send you the full data set. This is only a vague hypothesis, but I believe the particles might have some plant-like properties.
But the probe couldn't tell us much about what it's like down the cave itself, right?
Correct. There may be hazards we're unaware of, and we have only the most basic idea of the cave and the connecting tunnels formation. So, what can we do next that will be a reliable investment of time?
Hello all. Sorry I'm late.
We were just recapping everything we know.
Everything? Won't that take a while?
Oh, no, just about the cave and stuff.
Oh, phew.
Anywho, if we want a closer look, we're going to need to get down there somehow.
That will involve measurements, a platform, or a hoist. It's systems thinking. Sounds like a job for me.
You sure you're happy taking all that on?
Sure.
Oh, Bridget, we'll need a rope or cable that's durable enough to withstand whatever the particles might do to it, and cope with lots of weight either way.
Got it. How hard can it be?
Well, we're going to need a certain amount of flexibility in it.
No, I mean, don't worry. It'll be fine.
Cyrus, you take over the probe data. With your botanical expertise, maybe you'll find some details I missed. It'll have big implications for the equipment for capturing and keeping the particles safe. That's what I'll work on.
Definitely.
Won't whoever goes down need keeping safe too?
Yes, that is a sticking point. Let's all bear in mind and come back to it when we have more data. Maybe the Flummerlim will remember something useful in the meantime.
What if I go down?
What?
Harry? I think we can all agree that isn't going to happen.
Yes, Harold, it's too dangerous.
Lots of other fun things to do instead, Howell.
Yeah, come on, buddy. Don't be crazy.
Okay, people. Then we're agreed. To your stations. We've got our work cut out for us.
Let me help. With something.
Harold, why don't you help me? You're good with the Flummerlim. You can liaise with Wiu and find out if there is anything they can think of to help us.
Okay, sure. Let's go, Wiu. Wiu? Where did they go?
Oh, I see Wiu is by the crack.
What are you doing?
Oh, just watching them. They're gurping with an ooble boop.
It looks fun. Is Gripruku... Are they trying to do something?
Well, yes, but only for themselves. Oh, fun, you'd say.
Oh, they're playing.
Yes, they are. I noticed the fish in the ooble boops can go further down and still have fun. Oh, the fish is fine when it comes back up in an ooble boop.
Ooble? Down further? And then safe? Wiu, what do you know? What do you know about how they work? How are they made?
Not much, but I could probably get a few for you.
It's worth trying. If we take a couple to Mareaux, she might be able to analyze the particle bonding properties and ascertain whether...
Or what if we just test them now?
What do you mean?
No fish has ever cared before, but we could just put one little fish in an ooble, leave one out, put them both down, and see how they're both doing when we pull them back up.
How would you feel if I kissed you?
You don't have to answer that.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do a field test right now.
Well, okay. I'll rustle up some ooble boops and a couple of little fish. Better chum. Could we have 2 little fish, please?
Of course. Here you go.
And could we please have 1 ooble boop?
Sure. Got your ooble pops right here. Knock yourself out.
No, sorry. Not the pops, the boops.
Okay. 1 ooble boop coming right up. The ooble pops are good these days too, though.
That was easy.
Yes, apart from the misunderstanding. An ooble pop, when we needed an ooble boop, could really have complicated things.
Close one then, I guess. So, time to experiment. What could possibly go wrong?
Now that we've got an ooble boop and not an ooble pop, nothing.
So, what's the difference?
That would take a lot of explaining. I'll tell you when we have more time.
Okay, I look forward to it. Probably. Bridget, we've got the bubblefish.
Fantastic. Wait, hang on.
What's wrong?
Why do you have an extra bubble and no naked fish? Isn't the point to have one of them unprotected?
No. Exactly.
But forgive me for being obtuse, but...
I forgive you.
Both of them are protected. What?
Look.
Oh. Ooh. 1 + 1 = 0?
Don't worry, Wii-U. That's rhetorical. Anyway, shall we tie the ropes?
Okay, let's pull them out and check the results.
Oh no, that one doesn't look so good.
Oh dear, poor fish. I really didn't think the effects of exposure would be so severe, but we had to test.
1 second. Little fish is pretty dazed, but I don't think it's unfish.
Yes, it's coming around. Ah,
Good news! Well, like Mareaux and Weyu said, going down there doesn't look like it kills, but we don't really know how fishy feels right now.
true. I suppose we should keep a close eye on it. But it means the experiment was mostly a success, right?
I'm happy. So now we can create bigger bubbles that we can go in.
That would be awesome. But we, present company excluded, can't breathe underwater.
Cyrus is going to be the best person to make use of these new findings on that front, I think. But then there's the mobility issue. We need to be able to get, stay, and maneuver down there.
How about our ropes?
Ooh, that would be great. Can you work with me on creating the right stuff?
Of course.
Great. I suppose I'll start construction of the hoist at the same time.
Things are really happening.
Destination selected. Have a pleasant journey and a fantastic day. You're here. Thank you for choosing all water tubes. Destination determined. Now, relax with all water. Thank you for traveling with all water.
Hey, Cyrus, just me. We've got a great idea for the helmets.
Shh. Do you hear that?
I hear a lot of fuzzy static?
Yes, sure. But below that.
Cy, what should I be hearing?
Just let me listen and follow my instructions. We'll get to the bottom of this in no time. Just a little more. It's getting clearer. Ah, better. Getting better again. It's beautiful. You hear it now? Like those particles are singing together, harmonizing. It's coral. I've discovered the coral particles. particle choir, particulars. Do you know what this means, Harold? Whatever is down there, that's the evidence that it has lots of similarities with the plant that I researched in my youth. Didn't you read the book I gave you?
You gave me a book?
The one I wrote. Phonetic Identities in Adolescent Seedlings. Provisional title, by the way. Just ended up sticking.
So, you know that by hearing this choir sound? How does that relate to...
It's all connected. This very specific sound pattern, this melody, music is math, math is nature. Jeanne will be happy about these results.
Awesome. I can't wait to tell her. Oh, hi, Professor.
Hello, you two. What's going on?
We were just talking about Cyrus's new findings. The music is plant math.
What? Mareaux. Yes, I discovered that the audio samples actually reveal an even greater affinity between the particles and sentient plant life. It vindicates my earlier theory, too, the one in my book.
That is interesting. So, what's your opinion on the energy container's necessary properties?
Well, it makes me think the container will need the option for water flow or some kind of nutrition bed. Might need light control and something to attract the particles into it, too. And given that we don't know the energy potential and given that pollen can...
Sigh. That's enough to go on for now, I think. Good thinking, though. I'll handle it from here. Maybe asbestos will do the trick.
Say, Harold, didn't you want to tell me something earlier? Before we got swept up in the excitement.
Oh, it's the water bubbles. Our experiment was great. We found the bubbles to have protective qualities. The bubblefish came back totally happy.
Oh, that is interesting, but did you have a control group? What?
Yes. One fish went down without a bubble. I'll tell you all the details later.
Sai, can you work with those bubbles? Find a way to adapt them for human usage?
I mean, it's not like I don't have anything else to do, but sure. I'll figure it out. Maybe some kind of double hoop glaze with bubble film. Hey, what happened to the other fish, by the way?
It was a bit confused by the whole thing. I should see if we can thank it somehow.
You always did have a soft spot for fishy friends, huh, Harold?
I guess so. Nice to have one that can talk back.
Okay, let's get back to it. Good work, you two.
Go team!
Thank you for joining me, everyone. And well done on your efforts in getting to this point.
Yeah, at least I could help with this stuff.
No time for sulking. We're this close to figuring out whether what's down there can really help us get up there.
So, we finally decide on who gets to go down there, right?
I might be the first Flumilim to even care what's down there.
Yes, well, that is to say...
Oh, Harold, it was nothing personal, but we already met to discuss that.
You decided without me?
Oh, without me too, Howell.
Yeah, it just kinda came up during one of our standard peer reviews. We were going down as a given, right? And then we decided it made most sense for Bridget to go with. She has the mixture of observational prowess and energy understanding.
Oh, I see.
But I'm actually acutely claustrophobic, so I had to pass. I wouldn't have been able to trust myself not to freak out down there.
Oh, so...
Cyrus was the next natural candidate, with his expertise in botany and molecular biology.
Oh, makes sense, I guess.
But, just as I was about to accept, I kept thinking of Sunny. And, you know, my responsibility. To my fish, too. If anything should happen to me down there, Sunny would never forgive me.
I'm sure your fish would forgive you, though.
Oh. Professor, you're next in line then. You're the most experienced after all.
Sure I am, but... Harold, are you fooling me? I've only got one hand.
Wait, so if not you, then...
We did consider the astronaut, but we weren't sure he'd actually fit.
So...
We're sorry to put the burden on you, Harold, but you're the next best man for the job.
Yes! I mean, yes.
It'll be okay. No need to worry. We'll all be here looking out for you.
I know. You don't have to
And you have a great rapport with Wiu, so it makes sense.
And you've proven recently that you're more responsible than maybe we gave you credit for.
Plus, you've developed a real affinity for Flumilim processes and mental models.
I'll look after you, Howell. Don't worry.
I accept!
There's no need to be rash. Take a few moments to mull it over.
Wait, are you kidding with me now?
Harold, you know I don't jape in times of scientific urgency.
I meant about telling me, not going down there.
We'll give you some extra training before you go, of course.
Thank you, everyone. We'll do you all proud, I promise.
No doubt that you will. Now, let's get going. Time is still short.
Oh, it's been a while since... Nope, can't hold it in any longer. Bathroom time. Sounds like the shower is playing up. Is that a... Hello? Are you okay in there? Hey, it's okay if you're sad, but just tell me if you need medical attention.
No, I'm not ill.
Secretary? Is that you? Or one of you?
It's me, Secretary 24. No, I'm not Secretary 24 anymore. I'm no one.
Oh no, what happened?
After Clockgate, all water needed to show culpability. And so, I was fired. I've been scapegoated.
What? But for what? Surely you didn't have anything to do with... anything.
I know, but it's happened anyway. They used that one disciplinary action I had on my file from years ago as an excuse.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. What are you going to do now?
I don't know. Was my career a total waste? All that time, and then just discarded like a used tube ticket. It makes me realize the only people who are really there for you, who are truly loyal, are your family.
Well, you have a lot of that at least, right?
Yes, that's true, but me and my brothers aren't as close as we used to be. We used to do so much together. Such fun stuff.
Well, maybe now you have the time.
Yes. Yes, you're right. We should get our a cappella group back together. Mend the rift at last. Warren was right. There is more to life than a steady job.
You should do it. Use this new lease of life to solve the feud.
I will. You'll see, it's time for a new me.
Great. So, now you're no longer a secretary. What should we call you?
I'll just stick to 24. Why fix what isn't broken, right?
Oh, right. Okay. Go get him, 24.
Thank you for listening, whoever you are.
It's me, Mr. Harold.
Well then, thank you, Harold. You'll always be a bathroom buddy to me now.
Location nominated. Journey commencing. All water thanking you. We know you enjoyed traveling with all water. You're welcome.
Mr. Halibut.
Hello there, sir.
Hey!
Oh, wow. Hi, everyone. It's good and quite strange to see you all together.
Yeah, man. It's about time, right, bros? Yes. Family over bosses for me now.
Yes, well, some of us have still got to make an honest living.
Now, Secretary 8. We're luckier than a double ruffle winner to have got over our differences.
So, what are you all doing here? How did this happen?
I guess it started after our little bathroom encounter, when I approached Warren. We got talking about the past and how now half of the brothers were ex-all-water. Yeah, and like I said, all the reasons for us being weird with each other, we couldn't even remember them. And I thought, if neither of us can...
That's when they came to me.
And then me. And we all realised it can't have been anything that important. And so now we're preparing our comeback show.
The Acapella 24 mentioned? I can't wait to hear it.
We wouldn't be here without you, Harold. Enjoy the show.
Bum, 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 bum.
If I had the fins of a fish, I would travel far under the sea. And a rocky old road I would follow to the place that is heaven to me. When the sun goes to rest, not that we can see, way down in the west. Not that this planet is really the greatest. I'll build a nest in the place I love best. A dear little ship in the sea.
All water, moving people every day. All water, we get you where you're going.
Okay, everyone, listen up. Welcome to Green Thumb class. You may be wondering what Green Thumb class is and why you're here at Green Thumb class. Well, this was originally going to be a private seminar to discuss safe handling of the particles that make up the energy source based on our findings, most of which were my findings, may I add, especially the sound wave element, which...
Get on with it, Si!
Yes, sorry. But then, we decided it might be fun to open it to the public as a kind of General Botany 101. So here you all are, and thank you for coming. Here are some tips for all of you on handling things with Green Thumb status, which includes the energy particles as well as general flora around the cave. Number 1, exert minimum pressure. The cells of these particles and anything else you encounter down there could be incredibly sensitive. Number 2, check for root-like material. If taking any samples, keep them as intact as possible, taking care not to sever anything. If you must take a sample, take it from as close to the end of the root as possible. Number 3, keep well lit and warm. We still don't know exactly what combinations of environmental factors is preferred by whatever is down there, but we can surmise it's similar to how it already is. For example, if you find something in the dark, don't shine a bright light on it. Any questions?
Si, what happens if you eat the particles?
We don't know. Ingesting or inhaling anything down there is not advised.
Is there a danger of the particles being shocked by environment change?
Very good question. It's possible, but from what we can tell, they can handle a small degree of ambience change.
Can plants think?
Can plants, not in the way we can. They don't have nervous systems, of course. But then what does it mean to think? After all, it's just a...
Get on with it!
Follow these basics, and I'm sure we won't have any green thumbs falling off. Harold? Those are the essentials, but I'll be staying here to discuss the specifics of boron deficiency in cruciferous veg if anyone is interested in sticking around. Right. For those of you who stuck around, this is going to be a wild ride. Oh, I suppose the house party has started. Well, I'm sure it won't be more fun than my lecture, but it'd be a shame to miss it.
All water compliments you on your choice of destination.
Carol, we don't really understand why you're going down the crack with Wii. But we think we appreciate it, so we got a few things together for you. Hopefully you'll find them useful and or delightful. As a human. Yes, we're still not really sure how your kind thinks, but we've tried our best.
Oh, wow. You all... I'm so flattered. You shouldn't have.
Go on, open it.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look-see. Oh, this looks great. A nice little fish.
Is the fish not big enough for you?
No. It's perfect. Thank you. Okay. Up next. Some hairpins?
Yes. We were told by Chris that these things come in very useful.
Where are you now? I mean, thank you. Oh, there's something else in here.
I think you're gonna love this one.
A rubber hammer. In case I see any moles I need to whack.
I'll have it if you don't want it.
No. It's all great. Thank you. Now I'm prepared for anything.
Good luck, Harold.
Thanks, everyone. See you soon. Hey, will you?
Howl?
What is the difference between ooble pops and ooble boops?
You see, ooble boots and ooble pops are actually not similar at all. One is like a bubble, and the other is like a bubble made to pop. More for fun, not useful.
Huh. Home at last. Wait. How did I get here? I don't remember. And I don't remember leaving it like this. Has someone been in here?
It wasn't me.
Felix, what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing, bub.
This is my room.
But how do you really know that?
Felix, I don't have time for your shenanigans right now. I feel like there's something important I should be doing. I need some space to think, okay? Sorry.
Nah, it's okay. You're right, Harold. There is something important you should be doing.
I'm glad you agree. Wait, what? Do you know what it is?
Nope, that's for you to find out. All I can do is point you in the right direction.
The right direction isn't through a load of ducts, is it?
No, no ducks. Just go through there and follow your heart.
Okay. Yeah. Don't feel sleepy anyway. Thanks, Felix.
Good luck, Harold. Hope I never see you again.
Do you ever wonder...
About what?
No, it's stupid. I shouldn't even bother you with it.
You can tell me anything.